Now I'm on the Olympus EM5 Mark 3 auto white balance, natural colour profile, keep warm colour, and that is not bad. That is not bad, but the purple is not quite purple enough under this subdued 2:15 in the afternoon window light on a dull day in December 2022. Now everything looks more yellow, I think. I had to go away to switch the light on, so I didn't see what happened to the picture. That's quite interesting, actually. Now, the purple, to me, looks a little bit more accurate, actually. The purple looks a little more accurate than it did just under the natural light. You don't really know, though, what the auto white balance is doing, whether it's just estimating a colour temperature or whether it's doing something a little bit more complex, whether it's just, you know, is it like a graphic equalizer, or is it just like a single peak in the colour where it thinks the peak of the colour response is. It's difficult to say, really. And of course, under LED bulbs and tungsten bulbs and fluorescent lights, I mean, some of these, tungsten is a continuous spectrum. A fluorescent bulb really isn't. I don't know about an LED bulb. I don't know whether that's a continuous spectrum or not, to be quite honest. But that looks reasonably accurate, actually, on the EM5 Mark III for the Colour Rendition. So I'm reasonably pleased with that. I'll turn the artificial light off again and see what happens. Actually, what I'm going to do, just to be awkward, is, if I can, I'm going to which I'm probably not going to be able to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to do, which is a real bummer. Yes, I am. I'm going to put the LED light on. And I'm going to put the LED light on while I'm videoing. So the LED light needs a USB power supply, which is not plugged in right now. So I'm going to plug that in. And I'm going to switch the LED light on, and I'm going to see if this makes much difference. It's nice to do these things live because I've no idea what's going to happen here. Okay, so the LED light is on now, and the LED light is probably going to dominate. Let's see what happens when we change the colour temperature of the LED light, because it's got a warm, a cool and a medium, and I think it's on warm at the moment. Oh no, that's warm. It's very, very yellow. Okay, then it goes to medium, then it goes to cool. So it's sort of yellow, and it's average, and it's blue. And with the blue bias, the purple flowers really do look blue. I mean, they are on the blue side of purple or on the purple side of blue, but they definitely look purple to the naked eye to me. So I'm going to change that again. I mean, obviously everything looks to me a little bit too yellow on that. And then, to me, that looks about right. So maybe the LED light is actually dominating now, you can tell. It's really dominating. It's the brightest light source on these flowers right now. And with with the medium setting and auto white balance on the OND EM5 Mark III, the colour rendition looks pretty good on everything. Actually, that does look pretty much almost exactly what I can see with the naked eye. Let's have a look at the purples. Be very careful looking at those purples. Yeah, the purples are nearly as purple as what I can see with the naked eye. But I think, yeah, the colours on those look just about spot on. It's very, very difficult, you see, to see. I mean, I don't know with this LED ring light. Okay, let's have a look at that. Cool setting, warm setting, medium setting. What those colour temperatures are on that LED light. But this LED light, actually, a tenner from B&M stores, is really good for lighting macro shots, actually. It is really good for lighting macro shots. And it's very, very useful. Now I'm going to turn it off, see what happens to the picture. Oh, the exposure changes. And actually, honestly, those purples look a little bit too blue. If I turn the LED light in the room on, everything looks a little bit yellow, but the purples look purple now. So there's a nice exposure adjustment, and there is an adjustment to the white balance during filming, but it's not extreme. It's not extreme. If I actually go and look outside now, so there's no artificial light interfering, that actually looks about right. The colours outside look about right. It's difficult to say, really, when you've been looking at this stuff and staring at it for ages, but it's a very dull day out there. So I would say the colour rendition on this EM5 Mark III is pretty good. I mean, I'm sure it's good enough for just about any purpose. I think this is quite an extreme test on these flowers, because the colour variation, and under 2 or 3 different lighting conditions, you know, is quite extreme. And it's certainly, I think, well within the limits of what one would expect. I mean, if you were shooting with film under these conditions, with changing light conditions, you would get the most awful results, because film is completely optimized for daylight or for artificial light or whatever. And you know, any variation, it's really going to start to be inaccurate, whereas the cameras, they kind of do adjust to a lot of different conditions. So I'm going to leave you with just the dull natural light from the dull day now. 1st of December 2022. And I don't know how many of these videos I'm going to actually release, but I think they're quite interesting to me, and if you're not interested to watch them, then if they're no use to you, then you don't have to watch them, of course. So I just think that I'm putting these on to inform myself partly, and anybody else who's interested. Because I mean, colour science is very interesting, and as someone who majored in physics, you know, that sort of thing is a fascinating thing, and a fascinating part of photography and imaging. But the reason I really wanted to do it was the rendition of these purples and the rendition of this red flower was a fantastic test. While these flowers are still alive, it was a golden opportunity to test these cameras. So until next time, please like, please subscribe, and until next time, bye bye.